welcome again to Quickies. I'm Ted, and this is James Jarrett.
Good morning. Afternoon.
Hello, James. What got you into acting in the first place?
I've been acting since I was down to. Since I was 7 years old, I started in church musicals, things like that. First part I ever tried out for. Got the part, and I was hooked. So I pretty much started in church, like a lot of actors, and from there went to wherever it took me. Communities, community theater, and then eventually to film.
Would we find you on IMDb?
Yes, if you look up James Jarrett, but don't expect me to pop up right away, you will have to search for me, but I'm there. So,
Do you prefer acting in theater or film, or maybe even both?
wow. I used to prefer stage, for the most part. God, I love live audience, love the energy and all that. I decided to try professional acting on camera, and I realized it scared me. For some reason, I can act in front of, I've been in front of audiences as big as 12,000 people. The second they turn that camera on and I'm all by myself, I get nervous, I start sweating. And so, yeah, that was a bigger challenge for me when you have no audience but that lens. So I actually enjoy the camera more now than I do stage, and haven't been on stage since I think about 2004. So there you go.
What do you think of Atlanta becoming the next Hollywood?
I think it's bunk. Hollywood is Hollywood, and this is Georgia. They can nickname us Hollywood of the South or whatever they want to. They can, I don't care. There was a recent article where a woman said, what did she say? She said that there were safety concerns and that we didn't have passion and that we thought we knew it all. No, we're very well trained and we're the most passionate people on the earth about filmmaking. But that was just garbage. I'm not sure what her experience was in filmmaking here in Georgia. I'm sure she had a negative experience of some kind or whatever. But I went and looked at her resume, and basically what it come down to was she never came up with anything on her own. She never made her own movies. She always rode the coattails. And it's some very big people, so there's a lot of, that's good. But we're not at war with Hollywood. We're here to support the film industry and to be a part of something that's a lot bigger than all of us, and it's definitely bigger than Hollywood.
Oh yeah.
So Hollywood of the South, that's bullshit. We are Georgia, and we're proud Georgia filmmakers, and we're part of the bigger picture, and that's all there is to it.
Oh yeah.
It's a much, much bigger picture. So New York, LA, New Mexico, Louisiana, whoever, we're all a part of the film community, and they don't have exclusive rights to that. And we're certainly not at war. We're all a part, trying to support the bigger picture.
There you go. What are your plans for the future, though?
My plans for the future are, I'm working on 4 short films right now. With my partners, I have, and I'm doing some other independent projects. Gary Hamrick and I have partnered on 4 films. Morning Road, Image of Want. These are, some of them are working titles. Interview with a Serial Killer, and something I won't tell you about, but the name of the movie is a short film. This one will run about 20 minutes. It's called Audition.
Gotcha.
But it's not what you think it is. And then after that, I'm also working on the web series Lost in the Wood with Matt Nilsson, one of the actors in that. And my biggest and most exciting thing is I am almost complete with a business plan for a motion picture studio that's solely a motion picture studio built in Georgia and by the professionals in Georgia. And my background, I have a business degree, and I also have some partners who are business-minded people looking for good investments, and I said, hey, I got this idea. What do you think? And of course, the first thing everybody's, it'll never work, or this, that, and the other. It's a long shot. Hey, put them people aside and went with the people that say, you know what, it's a great idea. Yeah, it's a long shot, but so was Microsoft, so was Apple, so was anything else big anybody's ever tried to do. I can tell you 10,000 reasons it won't work, only need one reason it will, and it's going to work. It's just going to take time.
Out of the sound of it already. Who are your heroes, by the way?
Oh, wow. I have a list. George Patton, General George Patton from World War II. Martin Luther King Jr., Abraham Lincoln, Thomas Jefferson. He, drafted the Declaration of Independence, right? You know, I love Jefferson and some of his writings. The founding fathers in general are my heroes. I have a very special hero, though, that you probably never heard of. Her name's Mary Elizabeth White. And Mary Elizabeth White's the first woman in Georgia who ever voted. And she voted months before it was legal for women to do so. And I'm happy to say she's my several times great aunt. And nobody deserves a movie more than Mary Elizabeth Jarrett White. And I can't wait to have a studio and go back and do this beautiful late 1800s, early 1900s period piece of, keep cutting my head off me.
I do.
So, but about Mary Elizabeth White, such a beautiful person with such a great story. I think really she inspires me to do bigger things and to go against the grain. Because she went up and she said, I'm going to vote. And they're like, Miss White, you know you can't. Son, you're going to let me in. And they let her in and she voted.
Well, hopefully they'll make a movie of her. So,
I will make a movie of her.
Absolutely.
That's mine.
What would you be doing right now if you weren't making films and acting and stuff, though?
Oh, I'd be a very unhappy person. I've never found anything quite like acting. I like being on both sides of the camera, though. I like when you came in, I was looking to make sure that we had the right light. You know, I like to be both sides of the camera. I really want to get out there and find a good meaty acting role. What would I be doing? Probably kind of what I do now, you know, for my living, if you will, is going out there and fixing up things for other people, you know, whether that's on a film set or, you know, somebody's house. If something's broken, I fix things. Whatever's broken, I fix. So probably something like that. I wouldn't be happy doing it, but I'd be doing it.
What Hollywood star would you like to work with in the future if you could?
I remember when you brought this up, you said only one, right?
Anyone.
Anyone. Elizabeth Banks. She had me in Seabiscuit when they went in, and Seabiscuit had been acting up and all that, and it was nice and quiet in the stable, and he said, look over. When she looked over the wall and saw Seabiscuit there with the dog and the other horse, that smile, when she smiled, that was the most genuine smile, and it just lit up the screen. It just, I mean, it really showed something, not just about the actress, but about Elizabeth Banks. Other than that, I got the list: Robert De Niro, Clint Eastwood. I'd really like to do something with Jennifer Lawrence. Jennifer Lawrence is just lighting up Hollywood right now, and apparently she's an incredible person. So, but I think if I had to just one, it would be Elizabeth Banks.
So, I may have already asked this, I don't know. What are you doing film work-wise as of right now?
Again, I go back to Lost in the Woods. We just wrapped season 2. I play a character called Zach, which is not what I was originally meant. I was meant to play an alien. We were even coming up with our own language for it, where we would say, you know, curse words or whatever, you know, in his language. But as Matt got along in the script, he came back and said, hey, I got this other part. It's a great part. I'd really like you to play. And that's where Zach came from. He was originally a character, a little bit more minor role, and Matt just said, you know what, I got some things for this guy in the future. In season 2, he's got a small role, but it's going to get bigger. And I was like, hey man, I want to support your project. That goes back to what you asked me about what Hollywood star. I like working with Southeastern actors, if that's what you want to call us. You know, these are professionally trained actresses. I think the person I'm most looking forward to working with again, who I've worked with before, is Candice Mabry. Candice Mabry and Ashley Heath. I've worked with both of them in a film called Reflections that's still in post-production, but I would love to do something. I think I would rather do something with Candice or Ashley or both than I would Elizabeth Banks, as strange as that sounds.
Sounds like a plan.
But yeah, Lost in the Woods, and then we have the short films. And of course, I'm going to be out there selling Tin Talon Entertainment, which is, we have a Facebook page.
Which leads to my last question. Is there anything you want to plug? Tin Talon Entertainment? Anything James Jarrett?
Plug me. Hi, go like my page. That's Jarrett. Tin Talon Entertainment. We have a Facebook page. It's TINTALLIN. Tin Tall N. So Tin Talon. Nothing. It's a word, made up word, but it's just something that stuck with me from like 1988, and it's been with me ever since. So Tin Talon Entertainment, and then I have my own. You know, I'll be spinning, or actually an extension of that is Rhino Pig Productions. Rhino Pig. A rhino is tough, tenacious, unstoppable, and fears no other creature. Pig, as told to me by a detective who came and talked to my 8th grade class, means he never minded being called a pig because it meant pride, integrity, and guts. So Rhino Pig. Unstoppable and does everything with pride, integrity, and guts. So there you go. Tin Talon Entertainment, James Jarrett, Rhino Pig Productions.
James Jarrett. This is Ted, and this is QUICKIES.